Welcome to Koco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Koco from Kocosports.com or KOCOsports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly Lucha Underground review, and it's happening within 24 hours of it airing, not 7 weeks from now. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie what you thought of this Lucha Underground. And I fall in love with Lucha Underground. I really have. You know, there's no way to even flirt around it. And I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a crossroads because every Lucha Underground I've ever given was a win. But I don't know if this is a win. I think this might have been their weakest show ever. It had great storylines. It moved storylines along. In ring-wise, they had a couple of good matches. It was very storyline-driven. And the main event, we'll get to it. But I don't know. There's a part of me that, you've given me weeks and weeks of great content. And this is definitely your weakest show. But is it still a win? So down in the comments, please put win, loss, or a tie, what you thought of it. And you know what? I am, if anything, a fat internet nerd on YouTube that pretends he has some journalistic integrity. I'm going to have to be harsh. I'm giving it a tie. Storylines win, wrestling tie, and I'll break it down why. You know what? I feel guilty. Because it's so many great shows, but you got to call them out on it. Storyline-wise, it was great, but in-ring-wise, a bit more could be desired. And not only that, but with Alberto El Patron, I'm afraid a lot of new people this is the first time they're watching Lucha Underground. And I hope they enjoyed the show, and I hope they stay around and watch Lucha Underground, but I'm afraid, if this is your first show ever, you're like, why is fat nerds everywhere rejoicing? And like I said, dude, it's the weakest show to date, but it was still pretty goddamn good. All right, let's break it down. Alberto El Patron is in the boss's office, and he wants a match with Texano. I always say Texano, but I am a fucking moron. And I do mispronounce everything because I failed every foreign language ever. Yay, living in Tokyo and can't pick up another foreign language. Who's the dumb one? Who's the idiot? That's right, I am. But I thought it was a pretty decent promo, movie style, as always, in Lucha Underground. Really liked the different style. And he wants Texano. He wants the title shot. There was no title on it. We'll get to that. But he basically wants it. The boss is trying to talk him out of it. The boss is also saying, hey, give me some time to promote this shit. And here I am. I'm on the boss's side on this one. Let's have some time. Let's not go right into it, baby. Let's have this as a slow dance. Pretty good opening segment, and you got to see Alberto, show his movie chops. So overall, pretty good. The first match was match of the night by far. It's not even close. You had Mil Minutos versus Phoenix. Last week's match was better. Phoenix has had better matches. The Man of 1,000 Deaths have had better matches. It was very, very strong storyline. So if you like storylines, this is it. Halfway through the match, Katrina comes down. So overall, pretty interesting. And Mil Minutos wins via pinfall, flatliner, and basically afterwards is where the story happens. He grabs Katrina, and he's about to beat her up because she's not listening to him. And this is a bit awkward. This whole it's very enjoyable, but it's a bit awkward because you're like, Katrina, what a bitch. Am I right? Who isn't on that one? She's just going around kissing people, licking people. This guy, he saved her from rubble and all that. So you're like, what a bitch Katrina is. But then, Mil Minutos, come on. You can't treat a lady like that. This is the age of feminism. What are you doing? Look at that. You got to treat her like a princess. That statement is going to get me some hate mail. But So you're like, what the hell? So he starts choking her out. Phoenix makes the save, and then Katrina gives Minutos just a crazy hold down his body, a lick of death. And then Phoenix, I don't know you, but I feel like, as a masked wrestler I've watched on television and a fat nerd on YouTube, I can give you some advice. This girl is crazy, all right? And, first off, she's hot. And I understand, sometimes crazy hot, it's a perfect mix. But as a masked luchador that I've seen on television multiple times, let me tell you what you should. Run away. Just run away. You're over there. You're focused. You got your eye on the prize. You're like, I'm going to go for the title against Prince Puma. You're training, kickboxing. She comes by, just kisses you. All right. First off. All right, I'm a nerd. That doesn't happen to me too often. But, dude, no, he's a monster. What are you doing? And she's like, don't tell anyone. And then she runs her fucking mouth. Guess who I kiss? And then you got to go fucking fight this Goliath of a man. And what does she do? You're like, all right, you're trying to make this, I was going to say rat, but that's not nice. Let's think of a nicer word. A rat. You have this rat here who's getting you in trouble, and she's over there licking her ex. Now, granted, it's like the lick of death. Who knows what that means? I'm not really sure. I didn't study. I didn't study too much in history class. But hear me out. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then she makes out with you? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the type of guy who gets married at 17, doesn't cheat on his wife, and lives happily ever after. An old-fashioned type of nerd. But I'm sorry. If I got some crazy chick, and everyone falls for the crazy chick once in a while, but then she's licking her ex, and then she's making out with you. No, I'm just not into that kinky orgy stuff. That's just me. Come on, keep your eyes on the prize, Phoenix. Keep your eyes on the prize. They go to a backstage segment. The boss is just beyond awesome. I'm a fucking mark for the boss. It has Iverly, Son of Havoc, and Angelo. I totally can't pronounce that guy. But yeah, they're going to have a match where it's going to be a three-way match. And not a three-way match. I apologize. It's going to be a match next week where Iverly is going to go against Angelico, and Son of Havoc is going to be the special guest referee. This was just me. I was hoping for, remember back in WCW, NWA days, where they would lock the females or the managers in a cage and they couldn't get to them? I just thought that would be awesome. Just lock them in a cage, like old school NWA style. So it's going to be interesting. A lot of men versus women stuff, which I absolutely love. Especially if it's done right, if it's booked right. Some people hate it. I'll be doing a video about that Beyond Wrestling indie thing where the girl just got fucking kicked the shit out of. It's weird because, if you're Spike Dudley, oh, that's cool. That's ECW. A woman does that. You're like, how dare you? Hashtag Stephanie McMahon's not a feminist, but a cunt. Give divas a chance. Fuck you. Hashtag give women's wrestling a chance. But yeah, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. I saw some people online and internet image chat on the social medias complaining about the next match. But before we get to the next match, you have Prince Puma's backstage hitting the heavy bags, and Alberto comes in and says he should be watching Conan and all that. There was also a good Conan video package. Conan is like Mickey. I don't understand. I know he has health problems. I know he's podcasting, and trust me, if anyone knows about becoming old and fat podcasting, I know Conan. But Conan's like fucking Mickey from Rocky. He's old as shit, and then all of a sudden there's like this fucking dark comic book superhero thing, and he's like, "I tricked you, motherfuckers." I'm paraphrasing the promo because they obviously have good writers, not like myself. And I'm just like, holy shit, I was tricked. I didn't even fucking know this motherfucker could touch his toes and he's going to come back and have a fucking match? Get the fuck out of here. But who knows? I love Conan, but I really thought he was fucking 976 years old. I thought he was fucking old. What the fuck, man? Is he going to use his fucking, what was that shit? Nothing like a bad memory to ruin a joke. What was it, Astro Moon? That wasn't it. He had a WWF gimmick. Maybe he's gonna use some of that superhero technology to rebuild him. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, it was a decent fucking promo. Now this is the big controversy, and women, listen here. If you have a problem with women wrestling men, I don't fucking grasp that. I don't fucking grasp it. I don't grasp, we'll talk a little bit about the I believe thing. A woman taking a chair shot, then getting thrown across the ring, and you're like, oh my gosh! And then you get hashtag give divas a chance. And this is what I mean. If fucking Spike Dudley was getting the shit kicked out of him by Big Rick or someone, you wouldn't blink a fucking eye. You wouldn't blink an eye. That's the thing. Are we going to treat females as equals? Or are we only going to treat them as equals until we feel uncomfortable? This has just been a big topic, but you know what? This is a very hard pro wrestling angle to pull off. This is a very, very hard match to pull off. And even though it's getting a lot of heat, me personally, I'm just talking for me, I thought this was done great. I thought they delivered. I thought they hit a home run. I mean, I couldn't think of it. Sexy Star looked brave. Big Rick still looked like a hero. The crew still looked awesome. It was one of those like, oh, fuck, how are you going to pull this off? And I think they did. I think Sexy Star is, I'm going to say it, the best booked female character in pro wrestling history. You could say China, but they also did the fucking Eddie Guerrero thing later on. You could say Kana or a lot of the Yoshis out there. But I honestly, I mark out for the Sexy Star storyline and all that, but I just thought it was awesome. It made Sexy Star look brave. It made Big Rick look like a hero. It was a short match. Big Rick just held down our shoulders and used his weight advantage to just get the match over and done with. He didn't really destroy her. What a gentleman, Big Rick. Their crew comes down, beats the hell out of both of them. Sexy Star, small as can be, looking like a hero. This got a lot of online heat, but I think it's one of those people just want to pretend women are equal. It's like, oh, yeah, women are equal. Oh, my God, did you see that? And like, no, you have to decide. You as a person have to decide. You can't hashtag give divas a chance and then be like, oh, my God, a woman took a chair shot and went against Big Rick, and then say nothing about Spike Dudley. You have to decide. Are women equals in pro wrestling, or are they not? That's what you have to decide. But you can't be hashtag give women's a chance, hashtag give divas a chance, hashtag Stephanie McMahon is not a feminist but a cunt. You can't fucking be putting that out there and then be like, I can't believe a woman took a chair shot. Oh my! You have to decide. As a human being, as a race, as pro wrestling fans, you have to decide right fucking now, watching a fucking Lucha Underground review show on YouTube, they'll probably get less than 200 views. You as a person have to decide. Is hashtag give divas a chance legit? Or are you just going to be like, well, I really want to see the women, but if they go against the men, that scares me. You have to decide. I think they did. Lucha Underground had the balls to do something, and I think it pulled off a good. I think it pulled off a good match. All things considering, I think it pulled off a good story. Now, you know what? I put over Lucha Underground for the bravery, for their great booking. Now, this is where I draw the line. I almost want to say loss. Big Rick, I've hated you your whole fucking life. You didn't even know you wanted to be a pro wrestler. I time traveled just to yell in your fucking face as a baby that I fucking hate you. And Lucha Underground turned that around for me, Big Rick. I've hated you. I hated you when you were the ECW champ. I hated you when you were just muscles. And Big Rick, they turned it around with good booking, with a good storyline. And let me tell you what you do, Big Rick. You fucking disrespect the eye patch. All I'm saying is I fucking respect the eye patch. That motherfucker better come back with an eye patch or we complain on YouTube. That's it. So you have this Lucha Underground's all about big decisions in life. And here's my big decision. Big Rick, you don't fucking wear that eye patch next fucking week or next time you make an appearance on Lucha Underground. You know what? I'm going to bitch about it on YouTube. There. You know, you have to take a stand somewhere. So overall, I thought it was really good, really brave, really interesting. I enjoyed it. Some people did not on Facebook. So my question, sorry, I'm dying here. My question to you is, what do you think about the segment? How far is women being wrestlers really going? All right, and next you got Albert El Patron, and that was cool. I don't know anything about fucking Spanish. They explained what that meant, so I thought that was cool. Versus Tahana Jr., even though I want to call him Texano, I don't fucking know. I don't know Spanish. I thought this match was very long, very slow, very WWE style for Lucha Underground. I did watch when Alberto won the title from him. That match was amazing, and I know they're building up to it, but I was kind of let down. It was just, it seemed a little too slow, and not only that, but when it was winner by via DQ, Tejana Jr. wins via DQ, I was just like, really, dude? I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do. All right? Fucking. So I was a bit upset. They obviously got to keep the storyline going on. But I'm with the boss on this one. Go fucking have a warm-up match, baby. Build your way up to that. And then fucking have that match that I saw you win the title with, which was absolutely amazing. I don't know much about this feud or Tejano Jr. I do read the results. I do watch the YouTube clips when I can. And I was excited. I was like, wow, I get to see one of the greatest champions in AAA history versus Alberto, the AAA champion. I wish the title was on the line. I don't know. They didn't make it clear that it was non-title, but it felt very non-title-ish. I wish AAA put the title on the line. I also I wish there was a clean finish, or if just push it back. There were some highlights of this. Vampiro, he gets a little testy sometimes. Someone has to give him a Snickers bar, tell him he's not on YouTube. So, Vampiro went up and down on this match. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's my boy, fucking Vampiro, knocking that out of the park. Tell him what's up. And then sometimes I'm like, Vampiro, come on, you need a hug. Do you need a hug, Vampiro? Is that what the fuck's going on? Let's hug it out, Vampiro. Got a little bit testy, as we all do, but I was expecting more. And even though I love Stryker, I think he's the best. You know, I still have dreams of one day a company having Stryker and Carino on commentary. It would be the greatest moment in human race history. But I was expecting more from Stryker. He went into AAA, he went into Lucha, he went into all that. But this is the first time I was like, come on, Stryker, you have probably, you know, what would be the main event would be the, you know, Tanahashi Okada, the John Cena Randy Orton. It's the feud that most people define with AAA. I think you could have did a better job. There were sometimes, maybe the match was too long. I don't know what the situation was, but there were sometimes I'm like, fuck yeah, Stryker, dropping motherfucking knowledge on me. I'm learning about AAA. This is fucking great. And sometimes I'm like, come on, dude, what the fuck are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get your shit together. But no, I did enjoy it. But overall, I worry that if this was someone's first time of Lucha Underground, they don't understand why we love it so much. So there you go. And then at the very end, they cut to a video package, a movie type thing of the boss talking to the hunter about taking Mundo's head and mounting it on his wall, and the next week it will be a cage match. And so someone told me that, you know, that cage matches have really lost their pizzazz. I think that's the word he used. I'm paraphrasing. He definitely did not use that word. So I'm hoping that Lucha Underground, they brought life into Big Rick. They brought life into, you know, a lot of different things. Women's wrestling. They brought life into a lot of things. I hope they bring life back into the cage match. I'm really interested because I haven't been excited for a cage match in a really long time. So, yeah, overall, I give it a tie. I almost want to give it a win because I've never given it anything lower than a win because I really do love the product. But if I have to be honest, this, not storyline-wise, but wrestling-wise and total show-wise, was their weakest show ever. So hopefully they bounce back and hopefully. But then again, they're building so many storylines, so much is happening on a 1 hour show. They're moving the storyline along. So, you know, it's not a flat-out loss. But, Big Rick, don't you dare fucking disrespect the eye patch, you son of a gun. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Ba-da-da. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Someone on Facebook is complaining that we're giving out spoilers. The show aired, and our title says who went versus who. There's no spoiler. Facebook, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. If I can, I live in Japan, and UFC. It's hard to watch UFC live unless you pirate it, and I try not to pirate it too much. But I only pirate if I don't have access to it. But UFC, usually you can't get access until the event is already over, so I try to ignore Facebook. But Facebook, you got these motherfuckers, dude. You'll be like, oh, this guy fights this guy on a show that happened 24 hours, and you're trying not to give spoilers, and they're like, fucking spoilers. I'm like, dude, are you fucking for real? Stay off fucking Facebook there, fucking cockhammer. All right, I got off topic. Let's go to YouTube comments. Hi, Dave. Okay, come out of left field, as you always do. Have you seen the Avengers of Ultron trailer yet? Hold on. Thank you for the 1 thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hoping that these smaller shows get more views. It's cool that, we get more and more subscribers, and it's cool that our WWE videos get so many videos. But, like, here, let me go show you some sad stats. To the sad stat mobile. All right. WWE Monday Night Raw review, 7,577. That's our stats so far right now. New Japan Cup preview, which is going on right now. No spoilers. La 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 la. Who's the hypocrite? I'm the hypocrite. No, I'm gonna watch it when my friend gets off work. 118. ROH anniversary show, 264. That's just sad. You motherfuckers need to start checking out some goddamn alternatives. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't check out other alternatives on YouTube. I'll cry. All right, 1 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Robert Kofi. Hi, Dave. Okay, out of left field, as always. No problem, man. This is Kocosports. Don't worry. We'll answer anything. As always, did you see Avengers Age of Ultron trailer yet? And you stand up to Big Rick. You know what? You know what? If Sexy Star could stand up to Big Rick and have a match, I could stand up to Big Rick and say, you know what? Respect the fucking eye patch. How dare you take the eye patch off? After all that you and the eye patch have been through. All right. As far as Avengers of Age of Ultron, dude, there's nothing Marvel can't do that doesn't impress me. I saw the trailer, and as always, I just fucking marked out. When it comes, I'm a huge... I don't know if I'm a huge. So, I'm saying this on YouTube. There's some really big fans, but I'm a huge Marvel fan. I even got Spider-Man tattooed on my leg. I just love. I grew up at Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, I had a shitty childhood. Everyone says that. Knock on wood. I'm starting to sound like Chris Webber in the Fab Five here. But yeah, fucking Marvel was there for me, dude. Marvel, Spider-Man, and Stan Lee, and all those fucks were there before any father figure. So it's. Marvel does such a great job because, you have Transformers, you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you have DC is hit or miss. DC hits a home run, or you're just like, what the fuck were you thinking? But to me, maybe I'm a Marvel fanboy, but they always hit home runs. I've never seen a bad Marvel movie. That's going to come back to him. Even Daredevil. Like, people are like, oh, Ben Affleck, Daredevil, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think it was that bad. Now, granted, there's a lot of scenes that can be cut. Like, if you went to Daredevil and cut a bunch of scenes, that's an awesome movie. It's just that there's some scenes you're just like, what the fuck is going on? But no, I actually like it. I mean, one of the earlier Hulks was really bad. The one where he was like a fucking devil ray fish. He grew bigger and big. I don't know. I only watched it once. That was enough for me. But yeah, Marvel has just been hitting home run after home run. Marvel is the Lucha Underground. Marvel is the Lucha Underground of pro wrestling. just hitting home run after home run after home run, even though I did give it a tie. I'm starting to feel guilty. Should I give it it's like one of those things, I used to be a teacher. I guess I'm still a teacher. It's just bad health and stuff. I don't teach nowhere near as much. But, like when a student of yours tries so hard and you get straight A's all the time, and then you're like, oh, but you got a B this time. And you're like, you know what? I'm a softy of a teacher. I'll look the other way and be like, oh, you tried. You tried, little Joey. You tried, little Hakaho. You tried, little Ichiro. A for you, pal. Good luck. Maybe, do you think, this is my question, Robert Covey, should I be the nice teacher that's like, you know what? This was really a tie, but you've had wins so many times. I'm going to look the other way and give it a win. All right, so that's our question of the day. And respect eye patches. If there's anything we can get out of this, respect the eye patch. Thank you all so much for that liked it on Facebook. Much love. Sorry that listing the match into this. Man, you guys are so picky. Let it go. Let it go. All right, please like, comment, subscribe. Boom Boom and Rob will be back probably soon to do an NXT review. We're trying to get more and more content on the channel. So please like, comment, subscribe. Check us out. And also check out the blog, Kocosports.net. The last 2 weeks we've been getting our asses kicked because we're all trying to make money. You sellout motherfuckers trying to make money. But hopefully this weekend we get the blog together, we get the gang back together, and we start rocking and rolling on it. Robert Kofi, you're the only person that left a comment because, it's 8:50 p.m. in Tokyo, so the rest of the world is sleeping. So I dedicate this show to you, Robert Kofi. This show is dedicated to you. Like, comment, subscribe, and also check out Kocosports.net. With that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.